Welcome back to Chipsway Burn on Trent and Derby, PDR Auto Centre, car repair fans. We have another absolute treat in store for you today with this 2024 Volkswagen Golf. It's got a dent on the bottom of its bumper. So, I don't know whether you can pick it up, I'll give you a close-up in a minute, but there's a dent on this grey section here, and I think it's caught this bottom black trim as well. So, we're going to show you the process of how we get it repaired. Think gonna have to drop the corner of the bumper off on this to get this black sort of eyebrow accent trim. Really, we want this out of the way because we're gonna have to paint this and paint that, and you know, trying to get that grey section repaired, we're gonna need it out of the way. We have pre-warned the customer, because this has got ADAS sensors on the front bumper on these Volkswagen Golf, that if we do drop the bumper corner off, he's gonna have to go and get it recalibrated. Just to cover him. Everything should be fine on it. It's just a case of plugging it in and just checking it over a bit. Just to cover our arses, you know, whenever you take a bumper off a car that's got ADAS sensors on it, you must get it recalibrated. Otherwise, you'll end up in big trouble if anything goes wrong. So I'll give you a close-up of the damage so you can see what we're working with. There, not quite sure what's happened to it, but it is obviously pressed into something and punctured a decent sized dent in that, and then just minimally caught the plastic trim as well. So if you can see, excuse the ghetto camera work, because I've still got it on this stand, but this trim, see how it splits there? So if what I'm hoping to do is just drop the corner of the bumper off and get this trim off, and it, you know, there's a gap in it there as well. So just that eyebrow section there, if I can get that off, that's going to make it a hell of a lot easier for me to get behind the bumper, warm that up and get that straightened out and refinish both colours separately. You know, it should be an easy little smart repair here because it's only that grey section there. Just that little bit, we won't even have to refinish the full corner, look. It's just that bit there and that bit there. So once we've got the dent work sorted out, the refinishing job shouldn't be too much of a pain. So we'll get the camera set back up so we can see what we're doing, and we'll try and get the trim off and get that dent out. Stand by. Oh yeah, I was recording. I thought I didn't hit the bloody record thing. Righty, let's show you what we're working with. So as you can see, just dropped the corner of this bumper down. It wasn't too much of a faff, just a few T20 bolts across the top. You just have to be very careful when you're taking the front grills out of these because they're very brittle and they're a bit tight, but just a good pull and you'll get it off. So to release this black eyebrow trim, just had to remove this sort of plastic membrane from out the way on the inside of the bumper. Another little accent trim here, which has come off, and now we've got this completely off and in hand, which is going to make it a damn sight easier. As you can see, that's sort of how it fits on the car. You've got a slight bit of damage to it there, so we'll get that repaired. Should be able to now, as we can get to the back side of this dent, as you can see, I'll take you around the inside of the bumper. You can see there, on the inside of that bumper, look, that's where the dent is. So we've got good access to it now. So what we're going to do is get some heat on that and then start manipulating the plastic back into the shape before we, you know, we might have to put some filler in this bumper corner. But I think what we'll be able to do is build it all back up once I've got the dent out of it. build it all back up. So then at the end, it will just be a case of clipping the trim back in, because there's no screws or anything that were on the back side of this. No screws or anything holding the back of this, it's just clips, but you needed to take that membrane off to get access to it. But I can fit all that back up now and then just clip it in at the end, easy peasy. So let's get this dent sorted. Right, so got the majority of the dent out of this now. Does look like it's slightly bowing down on the edge of that. See where the trim's gonna meet, the grey trim's gonna meet the black trim. It just seems like it sort of goes and then drops down slightly. And also, there's a bit of a crack in the plastic there. So what we're gonna do, we've got a welding strip and our plastic welder, which is that machine down there, welding torch. I'm going to weld this rod onto the back of the bumper just to reinforce this crack here, and then, you know, address this alignment problem here. So when we put the trim back in, we've got a nice flush gap there. So just going to address these two little issues, and then we'll get it sanded back down again. See if we can get it as close to, you know, so if we do have to put any filler in it, it's just going to be a minimal amount. So progress is going good. Update on where we are at the moment. So as I explained before, there was a couple of things that we needed to address. The alignment on here, I think that's, you know, probably about as straight as we're going to get that line. We're just going to, once we've refinished both the colours and put the trim back in, we're just going to have to hope that it fits correctly. I'm pretty confident that it will do. And this crack, I've actually welded this crack from the front and the back, so it has just made some slight impressions in the plastic there. So it's just going to need a very small little skim of filler over there just to get the final shape back of the bumper, and then we can get on and get it refinished. Yeehaw. Right, so prep work's pretty much done on this Volkswagen Golf now. Just sort of hung that on there for the time being. So the black eyebrow trim is all now prepped up. A little bit of filler work done on the bumper, and this, what you can see, is just like a very fine putty to cover if there's any little pinholes and stuff in the filler work that we've done, just to pick them up before we put the primer on, so there's no pits in the primer. So all that's left to do now on this car is get some primer on it, and then we'll get the two bits painted the right colour, and hopefully when we put that trim back on, it's all going to line up and look absolutely as good as new. But I am now done on this car. I'm going to pass you over to my business partner and brother David.
I'll wait
because he's been working on this Mercedes E-Class. It's got some dents on it. You can see our paint and stent repair set up there. It's got some dents on there. Where is it? The bonnet. Talk us through it, baby.
Bonnet, front door, rear door. So I've done the front door. Bonnet is Scott couldn't lead me to the bonnet, so Scott wants to do the bonnet. And then the back door, finish the bumper corner, polishing.
Oh yeah, David painted a bumper corner on this car as well earlier. So busy.
Hot.
It's hot. It's hot as hell.
That's why I've got shorts on.
Yeah.
So no work attire today. Any work attire.
We've got to be comfortable.
Give it here then. Let's go.
You're the boss.
Let's go. Put you back in the holster.
Hopefully I've been shot. And there you have it, that's how we fix that. Really appreciate you watching, guys. If you give us a like, share, follow, subscribe, all of the above, we'll keep sharing all the content. Thanks, legends.